Yo, what's up, guys? So, again, we're going to use LinkedIn because LinkedIn is one of the best places to find people and companies for any type of prospecting. Now, when you're mining LinkedIn, it's going to be a little bit different from mining your personal network. It's going to be finding companies that, you don't have any connections with and you're trying to make a cold outreach to them. So, a really powerful tool is LinkedIn Search because it allows you to search by people and by company, and they have filters on it, so it's going to help narrow your search and make it a lot more efficient. And as you find people, there's also a technology in LinkedIn where, if you looked at one person, it recommends you other people that you may want to look at as well. So that's going to help, and I'm going to show you that in a bit. And lastly, LinkedIn groups is a really good place to find people who have a similar interest in a certain niche, and you could find all the members of that group and potentially reach out to them. So let's go ahead and dive into LinkedIn so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, guys, so we are on LinkedIn.com once again. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to use the search feature. Okay, so let's go ahead and type in marketing agency. The default LinkedIn goes to is people in marketing agency. So you could narrow your search with people who have the keyword marketing agency in their job title or where they're working by something like, your current companies of where they actually worked at. Or you could do it by location. So it could be geographic location, United States, and then you can add something like Los Angeles. So you can find everybody on LinkedIn who is working in a marketing agency in Los Angeles, and we're going to get about 66,000 people that you could potentially reach out to. So you want to just go through this list and see, what are some of the good companies that you want to reach out to, and then just put them to your list. The other thing you want to do is go into the company section. So if you type in marketing agency, it isn't going to allow you to filter things down. It's just going to give you a list of companies. And you could essentially, if these companies, you can kind of take a quick look at them to see if they are a good fit for your product or service. And if they are, go ahead and just add them to your list. So in this way, you have a abundant amount of companies to add onto your list and potential people you can reach out to. And because there's so many different people in marketing agencies, it'll be very unlikely for you to exhaust this list. But if you're not selling to marketing agencies and you're selling to, let's say, plastic surgeons, let's say you're selling a service specifically for plastic surgeons, there's going to be 1,000 plastic surgeon companies in that come up. You can also go by people, and so there's going to be 33,000 plastic surgeons. You want to narrow it down to, let's say, the Los Angeles area. So if you're doing something like, doctors, spas, plastic surgeons, veterinarians, anything like that, you could narrow it down by geographic location, and boom, you got 1,000 plastic surgeons you can reach out to. So that's how you're going to use the search for people and the companies. And something to add is LinkedIn offers a premium service of LinkedIn Sales Navigator that allows you to filter down different companies by company size and industry and all these different things. But it does cost a certain price, and you got to pay per month. So I'm just going to show you the techniques you can do for free. But if you want to narrow it down even further, go ahead and check out LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Now, the second thing we're going to look at is mining in your groups. So on LinkedIn, there's going to be a lot of different groups that have interest in different things. So I'm going to go on my personal account over here, and if you scroll all the way down, you can see all the groups that I'm a part of, right? So I'm part of a lot of startup groups, social media marketing groups, and sales groups, which is my personal interest. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go into, let's say, the On Startups, the community for entrepreneurs. I see that there's 891,000 people in this group. I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and I'm in the, once you join a group, you have access to see what everybody is talking about. So the trick you want to do is you want to go into the group member section over here. And in the group member section, basically, it's going to list out every single member that is part of this group. And again, this is like hundreds of thousands of people within this group. You can sort it by when they join or their last name. The search filter isn't that great when it comes to these groups, but you can just basically keep going through to see if anything catches your eye, or you can type in certain keywords to see if something pops up over here. So if you type in something like marketing, these are all the entrepreneurs who are interested in marketing or people interested in marketing in general, and you can kind of search by it like that. So groups are a really big goldmine because you already filter down everybody who's interested in a specific topic, and then you could filter it down to see like marketing or sales or whatever the case may be, and then go ahead and add them to your list and then reach out to them. One thing I forgot to show you guys is, so let's say you find a person that you think is interesting. So let's say I say, this person, Nick Shum, is an interesting person that may be someone I want to do business with. So what happens is, on the right side, there's this section called people also viewed. And so these are all the people that relate to this Chris Shum person and Chris S person. And basically you can kind of like click on different people that, like this person is interesting, this person is interesting. So I can go on this person's account and be like, Andy Morris, he's an interesting guy because he's a principal at 90 companies. You add them to your list, and then you look into people also viewed. This Kyle Cummings guy seems really interesting. Add them to your list. So basically, that's another way to find more like-minded people, is to use the people also viewed section. And I find it pretty useful in finding people who are very similar to each other. So those are the 3 different ways you want to mine for LinkedIn to find companies, either companies to add to your list or specific people.